In late February, when the demonstrations exploded in Madison, what was your reaction?
I thought it was terrific. The American people were standing up for their rights against a governor who didn't represent what most people in Wisconsin believed and doesn't represent American values. And I thought it was terrific to have all those people in Wisconsin, and energized the entire Democratic Party, and it energized, I think, the people of Wisconsin.
It seemed a great opportunity for the Democratic Party, because Labor was crying out against the right-wing Republican governor. At the same time, many people I talked with in Madison felt somewhat let down by the Democrats. Many of those folks out there, union boys, had voted for Governor Walker. Is this really an opportunity for the Democrats, and what do they have to do to capitalize on it?
I tell you why it's an opportunity, because the Republicans have shown their true colors. They had all these slogans about they were going to do this and they're going to do that, but their real agenda is they work for corporations. They don't work for people. And their real agenda is to basically give money to their patrons, the corporations, at the expense of ordinary working people. And that's exactly what they did. And I think the public now understands that. They have to be reminded, because the Republican propaganda machine is pretty slick. But they were reminded that Scott Walker and John Kasich and Mitt Romney and Sarah Palin are not on the side of the ordinary people.
Speaking of Mitt Romney, what are you looking for in those Republican debates that just started the other night?
Well, it would be nice if some of them actually said something that wasn't a reversal of what they said 5 years ago. Right. But, we'll see. They'll sort it all out.
Do Romney and Pawlenty actually, one gets the sense that Bachmann and the other extremists really believe what they're preaching. Pawlenty and Romney, do they really believe all what they're saying, or are they acting?
Hard to say. They would have had to have substantial conversion experiences. I think they were both for individual mandates before they were against them. I know that Romney once accused Ted Kennedy of not being strong enough on gay rights, and that he would do a much better job helping the gay people of Massachusetts. So that was in 1994 too. So we put him ahead of his time. Maybe Mitt was a progressive before he was a conservative. I don't know.
Right. Your call just now at Netroots this year was more a call to citizens and to bloggers, to journalists, saying that the solution lies in their hands and not necessarily in the hands of politicians. What needs to happen in the national discussion among citizens for us to regain the momentum and perhaps for the Democrats to take back the House next year?
Well, in the short term, of course, I think the extremism of the Republicans has turned off enough Americans, especially with their attacks on Medicare, that we are going to take back the House. But I think more importantly, there's got to be a long term here. I'm a little tired of all the kind of criticism about Obama, even though I've been a part of that, because it's not about Obama. It's about something that's much bigger than Obama. Obama got us one of the steps. I got us one of the steps, but those are small steps. The big picture is what happens to ordinary people and what responsibilities we will take for our own future. The Republicans, all they can do is tear down the future. We need to build it up. There is a vision that we have for the country. It's a fairer country. It's a country where everybody benefits from the system, where ordinary people can have some say, where big corporations don't influence elections. And we can build that, but we can't build it if we just put our hope in politicians. There's something bigger than politics here.
Finally, where do you stand on Obama's foreign policy, Afghanistan and Libya?
I support him on Libya, and I don't support his position anymore on Afghanistan. I did at first, but that I've finally come to the realization this is too much like Vietnam, that we're dealing with a corrupt government, a government that doesn't represent our values, and you can't save a government that won't save itself.
What can progressives on the outside do to try to be a counterweight to Petraeus and the Pentagon and the military-industrial complex?
Look, there are even Republicans now who are against the war for monetary reasons. But again, I think we should be careful. Issues matter a lot. But there's a larger vision of the country that we have to build. And it's not just about the particular sins of a particular Congress or a particular president. It's about a stronger vision of who we are as a people and who we are as a country. And I don't mind getting in big debates about these issues, but at the end of those debates, I want us to come together on the progressive side to build a different kind of a country than the Tea Party wants to build. And I think that's important. It's always, in the reporting business and the media business, you always want to draw a contrast. I think Obama is right when he says we need to start working together as a people. And this group is the group that's going to get that going because the other group is too mired down in hate and anger.
Governor, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.